My goodness. Goodness. Well, whew, goodness. What a rush this morning. Just got here on time. It is 8 o'clock going by my computer, so good morning. It's Boundy here as psychic medium, and I do have many other labels, but that's what the purpose is this morning is psychic medium and doing the daily Lenormand card spread reading. Now I do have a confession. I haven't done the spread yet. So what we're going to do, uh, after saying good morning to Rena, good morning, and Kim, good morning. I hope your eyes are coming together well as far as that recovery stage and phase goes. They'll be brand new, won't they? Now, I am going to switch over and you'll just have to watch me shuffle because that's what I've got. There's the pile of cards. It is this deck. We're not going to have the extras this morning because I've got another call. I actually came off a Zoom call that's a coaching call, and oh my goodness, the information was wonderful. I had to leave. They were still going, and I've got a call straight after again of a different nature. So here we go. Whoops, except I've got to get them up the right way, don't I? So there's the one. That's the home position. We've got the mountain. In our workspace, we've got the rider. Now they're up the right way. In our unexpected, we have the moon. And in our roll, we have the lilies. And wow, we've got the older woman, that wise crone type woman with her perky boobs in the outcome position. So there we have it for this morning as far as our actual spread goes. Let's just have a look at that a little more closely. I will pull the owl card from over here because that's out and readily available. The wisdom for today from the owls is focus on the good. And boy, have I needed to do that already this morning. Isn't it a beautiful card? So now let's have a look at what we've got here. We have the mountain in that workspace. Oh, good morning to those others who have come along. Great, Diane, to see you. Good morning and lovely to see you. Stitches out today, hopefully. Oh, yay, that's wonderful. And now the healing truly begins once they're out. You won't have that whole complete itchiness of, scratchiness of a stitch there. I thoroughly enjoyed it when I had stitches out of my wrist and the thumb, the hand. It was good to have them done and removed, wasn't it? Isn't it? Good morning, Sarah. Lovely to have you here this morning with that beautiful four-leaf clover. Love it. It really is our choice to choose our good luck too. Put the focus on the positive, like Al says. Focus on the good. And good morning, Nat. Wonderful to have you here. And good morning, Joanne. Oh, it's the first, well, possibly, is this the first time for you, or you've just been lurking in the background and just decided to say good morning this morning? I don't know. Sometimes my brain gets a bit overwhelmed with, have I seen it before or not? I mean, for those of you who've watched Leanne and I, you know what it's like sometimes. Well, for me, I go nuts over trying to remember stuff. And here we go from Michelle. Good morning to you. Wonderful, lovely lady. It was lovely to do meditation yesterday. Gorgeous timing. Gorgeous. And Bev, good morning to you. Background Port Broughton. Yes. Yeah, I'll be up there after Christmas. Won't be able to get there any earlier. So having Christmas Day with my kids and heading off to Fisherman's Bay, to the shack there. The day after or the day after that. Don't know. What's the traffic going to be like? Anyway, we'll see. I'll be finding out. Now, that aside, here we are with our spread. Now that we've been able to lay it down together. The mountain in the home space, it is that little bit of a challenge through the day today. There might be something that you feel is blocking your pathway and that you're needing to actually shift. So that's what I'm feeling. It's more the challenge, and it's not big challenges today, because what we're going to achieve in our home base with family and friends is actually getting to the peak of whatever mountain it feels like, that we are progressing, that it is moving. We're either walking around whatever it is blocking, or we're able to shift it, getting the shovel out. You know how there's little mini landslides and there's rubbish on the pathway sometimes when you go walking? This reindeer, moose, goat, whatever thing that little creature is, they know how to get around it. Sometimes we forget that we've got the tools and know how to get round stuff too. So it's bringing that forward in our day for uh, the awareness of how we've got the resources, we can get past it, we can climb to the peak of our mountain, whatever that challenge might be through the day. So feel good that what you're doing is good and you're moving it forward and becoming, stronger and closer in those relationships around your home space. So it's all good, even if that's to do with gardening and getting the garden progressed. It can be the physical part of what our home is too, don't forget. The rider in our workspace, something new is going to present itself. A new message is going to pop up in your work today, and it's going to bring all sorts of possibilities of what you're going to move forward. It could be a choice, though I'm feeling it's just a direct message that you're going to get on whether it's some step-by-step instructions to do the next of something, or you've got a wonderful idea if you're in the solopreneur field like I am, and etc., because that's what I was not chasing up, I was following up with the course that I'm taking to progress to something else as well as what I currently do. So it could be that type of a message that you get flashing in front of you, or someone directly speaking to you, that you need to be doing such and such. Or like I'd seen in an advert, there's something that piqued my interest. I looked at it, I watched a video, and I decided, yes, I'd sign up for that. It's that type of message that you might get as well. Just be open and aware and listening for what needs to be in your attention, what is catching your attention, and just check it out. It could be that it's that message that you're needing to take further in its possibilities, and that is more specifically in your workspace. So have that awareness. With the moon, we do know the moon goes through cycles, and I always see that as being you're in that next stage of the cycle. Have that awareness and openness to checking that out too. So it's part of what we experience in the home space as well as the workspace, obviously, and it brings with it in the home space. It could be that message to what comes up, that it's time to nurture yourself. Just take a break and look into what's the other side of this factor. With the workspace, it could be that, we've got the initial message here, but there's going to pop up those next stages that might be in that cycle for whatever that part is going to bring to you in your workspace. Hoping you understand that one. Okay. So, and the moon energy really has that cleansing feel to it as well. Um, I know with what type of work I do in the energetics field is with crystals. They become recharged when we put them in new moon, in bright, the full moon. So we actually have it where, it's done its job through to that new moon phase, and gathering everything else it needs in that process for the new moon, for the full moon recharge. It goes through those cycles. So it's the same thing with what we're doing in our everyday life. We do tend to go through cycles. We get up, we're almost on autopilot for the next thing as far as the meals, for the next thing as far as our showering and ablutions, whichever order you do it in. It tends to be in a set pattern too, doesn't it? So there could be something that brings that out for you today in just a slightly different way too. So, good morning, Holly. Lovely to see you here as well too. And Kylie, good morning. A lovely hi there. And Holly, you're hoping for positive turn of events for your youngest. Look, it will be as it is needed for them in their life journey too. Sometimes, yes, as mothers, we want everything to be all happy, rosy, and the best, but we can't know what their journey is. It is theirs to experience, and the choices that they make as well. But yes, we do want positives and all good things for our kids and ourselves, don't we? And Michaela, good morning. Ooh, I just saw the last of your message. I won't put that up fully. You feel better soon. Gastro is not the best, is it? And good morning to you, Renna, as well. Lots of amazing souls here this morning, isn't there? There is. It's lovely to see. Love it. So thank you for noticing. I don't look at the numbers, but I can see from some of these new comments, it's lovely, isn't it? So good morning from Molly. I think I've seen that photo. Oh, good morning, Shaz. Lovely to have you here too. I've only halfway got through the reading, so that's good. I can't hang around this morning like sometimes I do. You'd like to dial the tension down a bit? Oh, yeah, mental sanity as a parent. Yeah, been there, done that. I had 4 teenagers. Not all at once, of course, but 3 of them were pretty close in together. So, yeah, it's in. Whoops, I went and click that button. I went to go like that. Michaela, thank you. And yes, the heart and butterfly, beautiful. Thank you. So we're down here at the lilies now as part of our role. I think that's actually actually brave. What's brave? um, we live through it. We really do bring our children up as best we can. It doesn't come with a manual. It never did. And even everybody's book would be different if they wrote what they thought the ideal manual for parenting was anyway. I haven't watched that parenting show on the telly, but certainly the evidence, like watching how my children are bringing up theirs, it's certainly, there's whatever number of parents there are around the world, there'd be that many different books about it. So trust from your own heart that you are doing the best that you can, and they'll turn up perfectly in the long run. Honestly, too true. Uh, yes, yes, I did. Very true. Thank you, Holly. Just trust yourself. You are doing a wonderful job. I did the moon, didn't I? And here in the lilies, as our role, it might seem to be a bit hectic with the challenges we've got in that home space, and even with what we've got as a new idea or pathway or message coming into the workspace that we're going to be busy. Well, we probably can be. But the lilies feel such a peaceful card. It really is tapping into what is our inner resources, back to the ancients and our connections through our genetics and all that we've learnt and are and who we are in this now. Reflect back on gently, giving that calm to those busy moments in your day. We are to be calm and peaceful, and this is the message I'm getting, and take that time to actually slow it down. As I've had a very fast, quick, almost urgent feeling to the start of my day, because it started at 6:30 with the call, and it's now nearly 8:30. Anyway, we feel like we need to rush through the rest of it. Don't. Just take those moments. This is our role. You need to spend those times just slowing it down. Make the breaths slower. Make the speech slower, as I've just done, so that it's not giving that rushed through feeling as if I've got to get it done fast because I've got to call again and it is only half an hour. So I've got a small gap between when I finish here to when I have my breakfast, do everything else and get ready for the next. We can control what our own actions and reactions are to anything. It's a matter of our perspective and how we're seeing things, how we're feeling things. The lily is a peaceful and calming card. So use that energy in your day of your awareness of self and how you're sitting, being present in those moments through the day that you really think, oh, it's just too much for me. Take the breaths and slow it down. Look, perceive as if you are the witness, not actually in the action, and stand back a bit, almost like you're the angel from on high watching what's going on. That type of witnessing of how are you in this situation, and behave accordingly, change your perspective, take a step a different way, and that type of thing. You'll know the perfect what you're needing to be doing and using it, and tapping into at that point in time. Just have a look, see the reflection, the glass, that all of those aspects. Okay, it's not just the one that we see in front of our eyes. It can be many other things too. And here is the wise woman. It really is, and that's a bit of a continuation of what the lilies are doing for us. In whatever stage you are in your life, whatever part of the journey that you're treading, know with confidence it's meant as it is meant to be, that you have experienced all that you're meant to up until the now, that you can look out that window with a knowing and trusting that what has and is as it's meant to be, so that any step or decision that you're taking is in perfect alignment with what you've got coming up next, what it is meant to be as that connection with others in your life, be it in the home space or the workspace. And just effectively, it's basically trusting and focusing on the good in everything. Even if you're feeling that it's a negative, turn it to being that step or perspective that is, whoops, I think I trod on Peanut's foot. That positive, change it to being the good, because it just is. If that's the focus, that's what it's going to be. You know, our thoughts do create. So that's what I'm getting for today with these cards, as a lot of you witnessed me spreading them out this morning. So use them in whatever way you need to, as far as the information you're getting from the cards this morning. And Michelle, still traveling through it all? We all are, darling. Each and every one of us in our own way has that journey to travel. We can't do it. No one else can do it for another. We need to be doing it for ourselves. They are beautiful cards as usual. Thank you. And the connection with others is a big one for you today. Well, bring to it those positives and the love from the heart. It really is all about loving from the heart and being that person that you are in your heart. Definitely a journey, it is. And isn't it a wonderful journey when you really sit to think about it? Take those moments to reflect here, and as the lilies, you know, calming and gentle. um, and Nick, oh, thank you. G'day, Nick. You love this? Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. I'm glad I can be of service and help. Looking at the half glass, look at the half glass full. Okay, that it did show that, didn't it? Half full glass. It took a bit to scroll up, and I took it off just as it did that. I'll keep it on there, looking at the half full glass. Yes, yeah. I've got the little button that hides that actual full word there, so I didn't see it to start with. So thank you. And thank you, Rena. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here and part of what is this daily live stream reading. I love it. So thank you, Sarah. You have a beautiful day too. Each and every one of you have a beautiful day, and as it is meant to be. Um, all things do fall into place in one way or another to be that perfect pathway that we are working in, that we are living in, that we are being in. And just bring awareness to yourself that it is from the heart space that what you are doing. You know, sometimes it's easy to sort of forget and slip into old habits because we've had many years of prior training from our own parents parenting us in the way they thought best, the way that we parent in the way that we did, past tense, because I think mine are old enough to deal with themselves. They're all 30s and 40s now, I think. I've got to think of their ages, doesn't matter. And yes, there it is. Look at that beautiful new owl gifted to me. I've just seen your comment there, Sarah. Yes, you noticed. I've just been too busy to even notice, but thank you in full acknowledgement. You know I love the owls. You gifted that to me yesterday at meditation, and I so appreciate it. Isn't it beautiful? I should really bring it forward. Except then I show my big fat ass. I'm not doing that. So thank you, each and everyone. Have a perfect day. Thank you, Kim. Lovely cards. They are, Nat. Thank you, thank you. And Bev, thank you too for your lovely little kisses there. And Molly, I love that angel. That's beautiful. Is that one of your children? And yes, there's the hoot hoot behind me. See there? Oh, there it is. She's a gorgeous little thing. I'll call it a she. Women are wise. And thank you, Michelle. Hope to see me next week. Wonderful. Yes, 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 yes. And Again, the funnies. Oh, God, what's life without humour, isn't it? Thank you, each and every one of you. I do need to leave it there because I need to have something to eat before my next meeting, and then an adventure today out and about again. So thanks, each and every one of you. I'm actually getting my license photo redone. I need a new driver's license. Have something in common, Roz. Oh, look, I like being seen, but not in detail with the back end of it facing a camera live to the world. Thank you. So, yes, we are who we are in all our beautiful bodies. Our perception of what is beauty and what is not, it is only a perception. We are all perfect as we are, in completeness. Be that from the heart for each other as well. So I'm going to leave it there. Look, blessings to each of you. Keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste until what day are we today? Gosh, Thursday. Tomorrow. Tomorrow morning around the 9 o'clock. Don't think I've got anything tonight besides meditation group. If you need to, I just realised I didn't have that up. If you need to for any further in-depth readings, there you go, on my website or the Buy Me a Coffee or the Calendly. Many ways to get in touch. And hey, Sunny. I like that, sunny skies. Thank you, each and every one.